Welcome to part 3 of this lecture series on using our Raspberry Pi to create our very own smart doorbell. In part 1 of this lecture series, we set up our Raspberry Pi and aligned our camera to the front of the house. We then created a user-defined area by defining the pixel coordinates of that user-defined area as imaged in the alignment image. We then created a mask and grayscaled and Gaussian blurred that image such that in the second part of the lecture series, we could grab a first and second image and compare them for change detection. So in lecture 2, we created our detection algorithm and then initiated a recording of an X second long video. So in this lecture, we'll continue the process by writing a script and setting up our Raspberry Pis such that we can automatically upload those videos to the cloud. In this case, we'll be uploading our videos to Dropbox. Quick background on Dropbox as a company and as a service. So Dropbox was created in 2007. 2 years later, they were already up to 1 million members, 1 million users of their service. In 2012, they were awarded the Best Overall Startup of the Year. And by 2013, they were up to 200 million users, right? So 200 million users in 6 years. That's quite a dramatic level of development and growth. So Dropbox as a service, it enables users to drop or move a file into a designated folder on their machine, and then that file is automatically uploaded to Dropbox cloud-based service. So we're going to take advantage of this functionality. We will record that X second video on our machine, the Raspberry Pi, and then we'll use code that we'll write in this lecture to have that file automatically uploaded to a Dropbox account. First thing you want to do, if you don't already, head over to Dropbox.com and click on this Get Dropbox Basic. Go ahead and create a free personal Dropbox account for yourself. You'll notice you'll have up to 2 gigabytes of storage for that account. That's more than enough for what we'll be accomplishing in this lecture series. So go ahead, click on sign up for free and create your very own Dropbox account. There are 2 main links that we'll be accessing during this lecture as we get our Raspberry Pis set up. So you want to go ahead and punch in the links to this GitHub account as well as this Dropbox developers section. So go ahead and type in both of these links, both of which will be required for us to enable this Internet of Things approach. Here then are those 2 websites. Here is the GitHub account, including all the information and code that we'll be using in this lecture to get our Pi set up. And then here is that Dropbox page. And you'll notice if you're not logged in, you'll have to go ahead and log in to access that page. So let's do that now. And once we're logged in, we'll end up at the following home page. We'll come back to this page later in the lecture. So let's go now back to the GitHub and let's start to set up our Raspberry Pis. Let's begin by heading back over to our Raspberry Pi and let's log into our Pi. Here I'm using PuTTY instead of VNC. And we'll go ahead and clear the screen. And we'll follow the instructions on the Dropbox uploader GitHub here. First thing we'll do is scroll down and copy over this, download the script manually. So we'll copy paste this curl HTTPS command. Go ahead and highlight that, copy that, and then paste by right-clicking back into the terminal window. We'll go ahead and clear the screen and then head back over. And now we want to go ahead and copy and paste these commands into our Pi terminal window, executing both. You'll notice from here the instructions that we need to follow. We need to go ahead and create an app on this Dropbox API page, and ultimately we need to create an access token. So let's go ahead and do that now. From the API web page, click on Create App. We'll go over and select Dropbox API. Choosing the type of access, let's go ahead and enable full Dropbox access. Let's give it a name. I'll go with Smart Doorbell Lecture. And then I'm choosing the account. In this case, it'll just be our personal account. So go ahead and create app. Now that our app is created, let's go back and take a look at the instructions. It looks like we need to generate an access token. So let's head back. We'll scroll down and we'll click on generate access token. Once the access token is generated, we need to go ahead and copy and paste that access token back into our terminal window here. So we'll go back, we will highlight, copy, and then to paste that access token, again, we'll just right click into our terminal window. We'll hit enter here. And it looks okay. Go ahead and hit Y and hit enter again. Okay, that looks good. Let's go ahead and clear out of that. And let's go ahead and sudo nano test file.txt. Let's open up a sample test file and I'll just add some text in here. This is a test of the Dropbox upload. Go ahead and Control X and save that file. And let's just verify that that file has been created. There it is, looks good. Well, I see testfile.txt, okay, let's continue. From here, let's create a sample script to test this upload functionality. So I'll go ahead and type sudo nano upload test.py. And let's import the packages that we're going to be using in this script. So I'll go ahead and import OS. That should be the only package that I need to test this script. And from here, let's go ahead and tell the user what we're going to do here. So I have a print beginning script. I'm going to define this full directory string. This will tell me the location of my test file. And then I'll go ahead and enter my command here, the command being the full string from the GitHub page here, including the upload functionality. Go ahead and incorporate that into this command string that I'll then go ahead and call from an os.system call. So you notice there's a bunch of options on the GitHub. You can take a look at those and perhaps implement those into either your smart doorbell or other projects in the future. But let's focus on the upload for now. So I'll say command \home \pi. We'll call this Dropbox uploader. We'll use the upload command. And from here, we also need to add in this full directory string. And then at the end, we'll go ahead and put in a single /, indicating that we'll upload this test file to the main directory in our Dropbox account. If I wanted to do subfolders, I could do something here, like putting a subfolder in your Dropbox account, but for now, we'll just upload to the main. And then, of course, I need an os.system where I'll execute that command. And from here, let's tell the user, okay, we've finished the uploads. We say file has been uploaded. Go ahead and Control X and save that file. And then we'll go ahead and run this test script. Take note here, I'm using a newer Raspberry Pi in this example. The older Pi that I've been using previously in the lecture already has the Dropbox functionality. So I've gone ahead and installed that on a new Pi. That's why I'm using Python 3 in this example. We see then that the script has executed as required. We've received a notification on my laptop. And now let's head over to our personal Dropbox account and verify that the file has been uploaded. Looks like it's here. Here's testfile.txt. Let's just compare that file that's been uploaded with the file that's on our Pi. So I'll sudo nano testfile.txt to compare. And that looks good, right? It's got the same text inside the file, and we verified then a successful upload with this initial test script. Let's go ahead and add this functionality then into our smart doorbell script. I'll go ahead and log back into what I've been referring to as an older Raspberry Pi, the Pi that I've been working on throughout this lecture series. Let's go ahead and change directory into the smart doorbell folder. And if I list the files, you'll see we have here's our smart doorbell masking.py. That's the main script we've been working in. We've got our test images, our gray images, as well as our masked images. Let's go ahead and open up that script then. I'll type sudo nano smart doorbell masking.py, and let's go ahead and page down into the section of our code where we'll go ahead and add in this Dropbox functionality. So we see we're writing images to file, so let's go ahead and add in our functionality after these cv2.im write functions. We'll say upload video file to the cloud. We'll go ahead and give that full directory string again. In this case, we'll do /home /pi / and then the ending apostrophe plus. And if you recall, on the Pi, each video file has a unique name, right? It's tagged with the year, month, day, hour, minute, second in this time string variable, this string that lists doorbell dash, that unique identifier. So let's go ahead and add that into this full directory string here. And we'll add in then the .mp4. That'll give it the full file name for the file that we want to go ahead and upload with the Dropbox functionality. So let's go ahead and add that command in. We've been using up to command 3, so we'll go ahead and put in here a command 4 is equal to then /home /pi /Dropbox uploader, and once again we'll be using the upload command. We'll add in this full directory string. And then we need to tell the uploader which folder on our Dropbox account to upload the file to. So we'll simply give that a space followed by a single /. That'll indicate again the file should be located in the main folder of our personal Dropbox account, and then we'll use our os.system to run that command. Since I'm operating in the smart doorbell folder, I'll need to backtrack here, and it'll be home /pi /smart doorbell to make sure that we can identify the proper file. Let's go ahead and Control X and save that file, and then let's go ahead and head outside and test the functionality of our updated smart doorbell script. So I'm outside again, and once again I'm approaching the door. Looks like smart doorbell has detected someone at the door. It's recording a video of the someone or something, in this case me, in front of the door. And in a second here, once it's done recording, it should convert that file to MP4 and then go ahead and upload that to Dropbox. Here we see the file has been recorded and is currently being uploaded from the Raspberry Pi to the cloud, to the folder on Dropbox. Once the file is finished uploading, the script continues to run, and we'll notice here we receive the notification on, in this case, my laptop, that the file has successfully uploaded to Dropbox. Let's verify this is the case by heading over to our Dropbox account, and if we take a look, we see our test file.txt, and then here is the video file recorded by the smart doorbell uploaded to my Dropbox account. I'll also transfer that file from my Dropbox account over to my laptop, and we can take a look at the native file as well. Notice the video is the proper 15 seconds in length and has a nice view of the front of the house. That wraps up the material here for lecture 3 of this Smart Doorbell lecture series. In the next video lecture, we'll take a look at how to set up a simple mail transfer protocol such that we can email the first and second images to the user. And we'll also take a look at creating and using a Twilio account such that we can send a text message notification to the user. As always, thanks for joining. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, reach out to me anytime. I look forward to seeing you in the next lecture.